Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss problem discussion on linked list concepts. We are going to discuss three problems. First problem is implementation of stack ADT using linked list. There is one application of linked list and queue ADT using linked list. Implement linear queue ADT using linked list. Then sort the elements in a linked list in ascending or descending order. First we start with the stack ADT. You know that stack follows the principle called LIFO, last in, first out. It has only one end, that is recently stored data or popped out first. If you use array for implementing stack means we have some drawbacks. For example, by using array, we can create one only static array. If you use a linked list means we can create dynamic stack. And memory is not fixed. Whenever needed, we can insert element into the stack or delete the same. By using dynamic memory allocation, we can achieve dynamic stack. The layout is, we have a set of nodes in a linked list and we have only one end, that is top end. Top is a variable here, pointer variable here. In implementation of array, top variable is an integer variable which points to the index of the recently stored data. Here we use top pointer, that is pointer variable in linked list, which points to the address of the recently stored data. In a single linked list we have head pointer, no? Likewise we are having the top pointer here. In place of head pointer we can use top pointer. Okay. For example, if you wish to insert the element into the stack, linked stack means you can insert begin, that is recently stored data are stored in the beginning position. If you wish to delete that element means we can delete the element in the beginning position itself. Okay, so for push operation use inserted begin function, which leads to constant running time, because without using loop we can implement that. Caution: don't use inserted end operations for inserting element into the stack, because this causes running time order of n. It involves loop. Okay, don't use inserted end, use inserted begin for inserting into the linked stack. For deleting the element, you can delete the element the beginning position, because we are going to delete the element that is recently stored, no? So use deleted begin function for deleting the element to the linked stack, which leads to a constant running time because it does not involve loop. Okay. I just explained the implementation of stack using linked list. Include a header file, okay, std header, std library, and create a data structure for storing the stack elements, similar to single linked list data, creating single linked list data structure, and have only one pointer called top pointer. Okay, which is very easy. In place of head pointer, we use top pointer. Don't use tail pointer and all. Okay, no need to have that. For inserting the element to the linked stack, we use insert begin operation only. I just change the function name. That's all. The code is same. Okay. In place of head pointer, I used top pointer. See here, allocating the memory, creating the node and storing the data. And the next part to null. Just check if head is empty. Just insert element and point the address of the new node, which is pointed by top pointer. Okay. Otherwise, new node of next is set to head pointer, that is top pointer, and new node will set as a top pointer. Similar to insert begin. Then pop operation similar to insert delete at begin. Here list is empty means just tell stack underflow. Okay, if this is list is not empty means just increment the there is just move the top pointer to next by using the top equal to top of next. Before that, just show the address of the top pointer to the variable t. Finally, delegate the same. This is good programming practice. Please note that here I didn't check stack overflow because we are creating the dynamic stack. Based on the user demand, the linked stack can expand. Okay. For insert operation, just to do using insert beginning function. For delete operation, just using deleted beginning person. That's all. Next problem is queue using linked list. In a single linked list, we have head pointer and tail pointer. No. Okay, head pointer is point to the starting point of the list. Tail pointer points to the ending point of the list. Okay, this you can map with the linear queue. In linear queue, we have two end, front end and rear end. If you implement linear queue by using array means, we have two variable, integer variable, front end and rear end. Front end points to the starting point of the queue, index of the starting point of the queue. Rear end points to the index of the ending point of the queue. There is the element which is recently stored. Okay, in a similar way, in a linked list, we can implement a queue, that is linked queue, by pointing the starting address of the node and ending address of the node. Here, front end variable is a pointer variable which points to the address of the starting point of the list, and the rear end points to the address of the ending point of the list. Okay. For example, if you wish in linear queue, you are inserting at the rear end position, no? So use insert end operation for inserting the element into the linked list. Linear queue, that is queue using linked list. If you wish to delete the element from the list, means just delete the beginning position. So for enqueuing, use insert end function which leads to constant ending time because it does not involve loop. For dequeuing, there is use deleted beginning function which leads to constant ending time, that is order of 1, which does not involve loop. It is very easy. Okay. Next problem is implementation of sorting. Okay. In bubble sort, we are basic sorting method called bubble sort. Each and every element is associated with an adjacent element. If the element is greater means just you are making this swap immediately, and so on. Finally, you are getting the elements which is available as a sorted order, there is ascending order, descending order. In a similar way, consider we have a linked list like this. Okay, this element is compared with this element. If first element is compared with the next element means, that is first element is greater than second element means, immediately just change the node values. Okay, next newly swapped values is compared with the adjacent element. If it is greater, immediately swap it. So in this way, we can arrange the element by comparing with the adjacent element and so on. In a similar way, in a linked list, we are having two pointer I and j. I points to the first element, j points to the next element. For example, here I have set I equal to head. Next, I have checked I of next not equal to null. Don't give I not equal to null because in the outer loop, you are taking one element and comparing with the adjacent element. When you reach end of list means we found no more element means no more element. So it will lead to an error if you compare again. So give I of next not equal to null. Okay, don't give I not equal to null because if I equal to null means then if I not equal to null, but I of next equal to null means you will get a segmentation fault error. So give I of next not equal to null. Then move to next node by using the I equal to I of next. In inner loop, you are taking the adjacent element. So adjacent element is, if I is equal to head means adjacent element is I of next. So adjacent element address stored in the J. Next compare J not equal to null. If it's not null means just we can compare one element with the adjacent element. Okay. This is used to move to next node after completing the each pass. Now you are just checking I of data less than, here this function is used to sort the element in descending order. I explained for ascending order by applying greater than symbol. Now first element is compared with the adjacent element. So first element data stored in I of data, second element data, the adjacent element data is stored in J of data. Is compared, if it is greater means immediately just swapping the values. Okay, by using the temporary variable t equal to I of data, then I of data is free now. After storing the value of I of data to t, I of data is free. Now storing the J of data to I of data. Now J of data is free. Now storing the value to t in the J of data. Okay. After completing this iteration, the linked list contains the elements in ascending order. Okay. In this way, we can sort set of elements in linked list in ascending order, descending order by using the loops. This loop involves running time order of n square because it involves two loops, outer loop and inner loop. Okay, it's similar to bubble sort presence. Thank you.